Cockleshell Bay is a town near the sea with seagulls and sunshine and sound. There are shops that sell ices and bright-coloured kites that will fly from a string in your hand. There are white-painted houses along the seafront, and one's called the Bucket and Spade. It's where people stay and two children play with all the good friends that they've made. So meet Robin and Rosie of Cockleshell Bay. Rosie came out into the garden and called back into the house.
Come on, Robin, hurry up.
Rosie was impatient.
All right.
Robin didn't sound very pleased at being told to come on, and Rosie didn't look very pleased at him not coming on.
Robin, come on,
she called. The door opened, but it wasn't Robin who came out, it was Gran Rowty.
Oh, Gran Rowty, Robin won't come out,
moaned Rosie.
Huh, bust his shoelace, my dear. Can't get the knots undone,
said Gran Rowty.
Oh,
said Rosie in a bad temper.
Just like him. Huh, just like the both of you,
said Gran Rowty.
Now look out, my dear. I want to put this in the... Oh!
What is it, Mrs. Rowty? Asked Rosie.
It's that blessed bird again. Shoo! Get off!
There, by the dustbin, was the great big seagull with the bent wing.
Oh, Gran, it's only Ben Gunn,
said Rosie.
I don't care what he's called. He's a blooming great horrible monster. Look what he's done. Left that lid off 2 minutes, I did. 2 minutes.
Don't you like seagulls, Gran? Asked Rosie.
I likes them in the air, and I likes them on the beach. And I don't like them around my dustbin. Shoo! Shoo! You've no business here. Ah!
said Ben Gunn, and shifted his feet.
Oh, I'm going in,
said Gran Rowty.
I'm here, called Robin,
and shot out of the back door.
Ooh! Now look what you've done, Robin,
said Rosie.
You've frightened Ben Gunn away.
It took quite a while to calm Gran Rowty down again. Then it took more time for Robin and Rosie to explain what had happened to their mum and dad. Then it took even more time for them to pick up all the bits Gran Rowty had dropped, and all the bits Ben Gunn had thrown about, and finally to wash their hands. But at last, everything was right again.
Smashing,
said Mrs. Cockle, congratulating Robin and Rosie.
You've done a really good job. What are you going to do now? We're going to see if Mr. Ship's in his yard,
said Robin.
All right, but don't get in his way if he's busy,
Mrs. Cockle called after them.
Mr. Ship,
called Robin, but no one answered. Then,
Mr. Ship,
Rosie called too, but again there was no answer.
You look near the boat,
said Rosie,
and I'll see if he's in the shed.
All right, said Robin, and off he went. Rosie walked across to the shed. There were all sorts of Mr. Ship's bits and pieces there, tins of paint, and coils of rope, and little stacks of wood, and boxes. But there was no Mr. Ship.
Not here,
she called to Robin, and Robin called back.
Not here either.
Perhaps he's gone to mend someone else's boat in the harbour, said Robin. And Rosie said, yes, he probably had. But, she said, he could be just mending something in the upstairs of his boat.
Not upstairs,
said Robin.
It's, I know, a loft. I only forgot,
grumbled Rosie.
Yes, well,
said Robin,
let's see if he's aloft. I'll see if he's forward, in the bows,
said Robin, and he went to the front of the boat.
Not here,
said Robin.
All right,
said Rosie.
I'll go aft
and see if he's in the stern. And she went to the back of the boat.
What was that?
Said Robin and Rosie, both together. As they looked round, there was another
Gosh,
said Robin. What a funny noise. It went again. It's coming from over there somewhere, said Rosie. And she looked across from the boat into Mr. Ship's yard. Oh, look! It must be Fury. Let's see. They looked across from the side of the old boat towards the donkey's stable, and as they looked, the door swung open, and Fury stuck his head out. He made the noise again, and again. Come on, said Rosie. Hello, Fury, said Robin and Rosie both together. Said Fury. You're making a funny noise, said Robin, and he stroked the donkey's nose. I expect he's hungry again, said Rosie. It must be his way of asking for something to eat. Hang on, said Robin. I'll see if I can get something. So Rosie stroked Fury's nose, and in no time at all, Robin was back with a brown paper bag. Bread crusts, he said, panting a bit. I'll leave him here. Mum says she'll get me some carrots out of the vegetable patch. Don't feed him till I'm back. He was a bit longer this time. Sorry to keep you waiting, Fury, said Rosie, but he won't be long now. And he wasn't. 3 big ones, he said, waving 3 large carrots. Mum said they'd be too tough for us anyway. Oh, can I? Asked Rosie. Well, all right, said Robin. I'll give him 1, and you can give him the other 2, and then I'll give him the crusts. All right, said Rosie. So Robin gave the first carrot to Fury, and that soon went, and Rosie gave him the other 2. He is hungry, said Robin. I'd better give him the... Hey, where are the crusts? I don't know, said Rosie. I bet you gave them to Fury while I was getting the carrots. I did not. Yes, you did, shouted Robin. And I told you to wait till I was here. Well, I did. Did not. Did. Didn't. No, then. They both jumped. Mr. Ship, they said, both together. Yes, Mr. Ship. What's all the row about? She said she'd wait till I got He says back. I've given the crust to Fury. Hold on, said Mr. Ship. Bless me barnacles, I can't hear if you both talk at once. No, Robin. And Robin told him how he'd got the crust for Fury and how Rosie had fed them to the donkey when he wasn't there. And Rosie told him that she hadn't, and she didn't know where they'd gone. Ah, don't you know, said Mr. Ship when she'd finished. Well, I do. Here, you just come along with me, and quietly. They all crept very quietly to Mr. Ship's shed. And there was Ben Gunn, and he was eating crusts, said Robin and Rosie, both together. He's a real pirate, that one, laughed Mr. Ship. Yes, he stole our chocolate biscuits when we were sailing round the world, said Rosie. And now he's stolen Fury's crusts, said Robin. Sorry I said you'd given them to him. It's all right, said Rosie. Oh, and that bloomin' bird's made me forget my message. What's that, Mr. Ship? Your mum says soup's ready. Ooh, smashing, said Robin and Rosie. See you soon, Mr. Ship. Bye. Bye. Bye, Fury. Said Fury. and they went in for dinner.